Minority leader claims tourism secretary was aware of transportation issues long before the first arrival of cruise ships. Chief secretary to announce reprioritized budget soon, and Assemblyman Joel Sampson explains how Crown Point submersible pumps alleviate flooding. Good evening, I am Kristen Salandi, and this is your Tobago Updates television news for Thursday, 16th of November, 2023. Topping the news tonight. Minority Leader Kelvin Morris chastised the Tourism Secretary for recent upsets in the tourism industry. During a press conference, he expressed his disappointment about the incident that occurred last week concerning transport for cruise ship passengers. He presented a letter penned to the Secretary of Tourism, Culture and Tuikitis and Transportation, Tashia Boris, which highlights challenges with available tour buses since last year. Ariana Scipio has the report.
Minority Leader Kelvin Morris once again expressed his disappointment at the situation that occurred last Saturday. During the cruise ship arrivals, over 300 tourists did not have any access to ground transportation to explore the island. This was a result of maxi-taxi drivers being owed outstanding monies and a shortage of buses. Morris displayed a letter addressed to Secretary Tashia Boris from the Tobago Port Taxi and Maxi Federation, which provides tourist transportation services for the cruise lines, on October 27, 2022, to which he shared the contents.
Sincere greetings to you. In a review of the 2022-2023 cruise ship roster for Tobago, rebates to the arrival of Royal Caribbean and other larger ships, which carries 2,400 passengers, we recognize that there's a major problem in transportation.
He highlighted that since last year, the Maxi Taxi Association alerted Secretary Boris of the issue. The letter also indicated that a large percentage of maxi taxis that service cruise ship lines also serve the Division of Education, Research and Technology by transporting school children across the island under contract. He continued,
and he further went on to say, we are cognizant of the importance of ground transportation to the cruise ship arrivals here in Tobago, and we are also mindful of the injuries that can be dealt to our destination's image if this matter isn't addressed urgently.
At the end of the letter, the association requested a meeting with all stakeholders involved so that the crisis could have been averted. Morris said that the Tourism Secretary has failed to address the incident, which can potentially cause the island to be blacklisted.
What is even more concerning for me is while this is happening, while you have a Tourism Secretary that is so callous, that is so unconcerned, this secretary jets off on a study tour.
He called on Secretary Boris to confirm if she had indeed received the letter.
And I would like her to explain to Tobagonians what were the actions that were taken upon receiving this letter.
Additionally, Morris inquired about the measures taken to prevent the incident outlined in the letter. He also called on the Chief Secretary to conduct an investigation into the issue and the events that led to it. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
The THA has recently faced criticism for the ongoing occurrences of flash flooding in Crown Point, despite the installation of submersible pumps costing $1.6 million. In this report by Candice Jackson, we delve into what was installed, how it operates, and the complications surrounding the situation with Area Representative for Bunnacord Crown Point, Joel Sampson.
For over a decade, Crown Point experiences flooding from heavy rainfall in the vicinity of Cocoa Reef Resort. But what causes it? Well,
Crown Point is quickly developing, but unfortunately, some of that development disrupted the natural course of water in the area, which resulted in flooding becoming a problem.
To understand more, Area Representative for Bunnacord Crown Point explains what the geography of the area was like before the development.
The natural water courses it had, water used to go through Cocoa Reef, which is just on the opposite side to where we are standing. There was a water course headed to Crown Point Beach Hotel as well. And right behind us here there was a water course with a drain headed to a pond to the back of this property.
While entrepreneurs attempted to capitalize on the increasing flow of business, the natural water flow was disrupted. To address this issue, Sampson, who also serves as Assistant Secretary in the Division of Infrastructure, Quarries and Urban Development, commissioned the installation of 2 submersible pumps to eliminate the water.
25 horsepower. So this area is the catchment area, the pond. So all the water comes along the road, goes into a trough there, and then it's come into this area where it's then pumped out through the 6-inch pipes to the drain at the back.
When the water in the catchment reaches a specific level, the pump activates and drains the water in approximately 15 to 20 minutes. However, the public was under the impression that this mechanism would completely eliminate flooding. Assemblyman Sampson clarified that due to multiple water courses naturally draining into the area, it is unavoidable during extended periods of heavy rainfall.
So if you take a look at this direction, coming from Storby, in the car park, a lot of water comes out from that area because there's probably some underground system where that is probably clogged. So all the water comes down this way. There's a drain here, water comes that way. Water comes out from Cocoa Reef, water comes out from back this way, and then with the recent development here, now all his stormwater comes out to the front.
Additionally, garbage from surrounding businesses exacerbates the problem.
When they clean up, they wash down all their stuff. Some of the stuff comes to the drain. So what we have to do now, we have to put a maintenance plan in place so that we won't encounter what we encountered the other night.
According to Sampson, the division is in the process of devising a plan to ensure the catchment area and the drains remain free of debris. However, there is a need to address the development around the area to ensure it does not contribute to more problems in the future.
Yeah, well, that is where Town and Country comes into play when giving approvals, and that's something that we need to have full control under the THA. Once we have full control of that, then things could be different.
The THA is actively working on regaining those powers which are permissible under the 4th schedule of the THA Act 40 of 1996. Until then, Sampson hopes that future development will not result in more problems.
I am Candice Jackson reporting from Crown Point for Tobago Updates Television News.
More news after the break. Stay with us.
This Christmas we celebrating, cause P-Mobile they coming with rating. So brace yourself for plenty prizes, cause this season will be the nice. It's the most deals and the most vibes and the most cars and the most price. The most giveaways, the most para. Having a Christmas season with P-Mobile. I want a Christmas season with P-Mobile. Bring me sorry, let me toast to a Merry Christmas. Having a Christmas season with P-Mobile.
Top up, buy a plan, sign up or pay your bills. Enjoy the best Trinbago Christmas. P-Mobile. Life is on.
The Division of Settlements, Public Utilities and Rural Development has relocated its Crown Point office to Glen Road in Scarborough to better serve you, our clients. Our main office is located at the corner of Glen Road and Glen Road Branch Number 1, the building formerly occupied by Costa. Our grant and electrical inspectorate services can be accessed at Number 2 Montessori Drive in Glen Road, Building 1 and 2.
Hey, hello guys, welcome. Come have a seat.
Oh, this is so stylish and I love the fabric. Darlings, you must tell us where you got your new furnishings.
We got them locally at Standard. They've got new chic European furniture, crafted from high quality material.
Oh, Standard?
No, it's Standard, their brand new Hive collection.
Experience luxurious European furniture at a price you will love. The Hive collection, now exclusively available at Standard.
Welcome back to the Tobago Updates television news. The Division of Food Security, Natural Resources, the Environment and Sustainable Development has released an official statement addressing concerns raised by Tobago fishermen about the occurrence of seismic surveying. Last week, the All Tobago Fisherfolk Association held a press conference expressing worries about the impact of seismic surveying on the fishing community's output. The survey, conducted by Australian energy company Woodside, began on November 7, 2023, and is scheduled for 10 days. During the press conference, ATFA indicated they were not informed about the surveys. In response, the division emphasized its commitment to open dialogues, inclusive decision-making, and maintaining effective communication with stakeholders in the fishing community. Chief Secretary Folly Augustine revealed the outcomes of extensive discussions centered on Tobago's priorities for the fiscal year 2024 at a press conference held on Wednesday. Travicia Phillips has more in this report.
Chief Secretary Folly Chavez Augustine revealed the outcomes of extensive discussions centered on Tobago's priorities for the fiscal year 2024. The day-long deliberations involved key figures such as the Chief Administrator, administrators from the various divisions, accounting officers, project managers, representatives from the Planning Department, MSU, senior legal department officials, and select state enterprises. Addressing concerns about the impact on priority projects, Augustine stated the following.
Of course, all of our priorities are affected in terms of spending, and I did take the time and space to give the example of infrastructure and to give you the numbers. What will be left after paying the wages on the DP or the development? What will be left to do all of the development work? And I think that was about $6 million we estimate to remain.
According to Augustine, some of the main projects that would be affected include the completion of the Connector Road at Crown Point, works at Lamy Road, Argyle, and general paving works around the island. He then expressed the need to evaluate all decisions to realign resources for prioritized projects, emphasizing a commitment to the people of Tobago.
To look at where we can pull from other divisions to realize some of these projects that we determined as priority for the people of Tobago.
Specifically addressing the Bad Rot project, Augustine highlighted the potential need for household relocation to facilitate an alternative route during completion.
In this fiscal, we may get to moving the resident at Job Street and widening Job Street and providing you with a design for Bad Rock. At this point, we may not be able to complete the work at Bad Rock. Those are the kinds of decisions that we have to take.
Augustine unveiled plans to establish a dedicated rainy day fund, drawing parallels to Tobago's version of the Heritage and Stabilization Fund.
There is something called a contingencies fund, and when I come in the end of November in the House, I will remind you of where we met it, how much was in that fund when we got into office, what is there now, and how much we put in it at the end of fiscal 2023. So you can see our very deliberate effort to ensure that we create some sort of insurance for the island of Tobago.
The Chief Secretary emphasized the necessity for creating a safety net for the island, enabling a more agile response to natural disasters. As Tobago grapples with fiscal challenges, Augustine's strategic insights shed light on the path forward for the island's development. Travicia Phillips, Tobago Updates Television News.
Focusing on education, Assemblyman Niall George discussed his political journey on today's Beneath the Surface segment. He highlighted an education-related initiative which he is most proud of and addressed infrastructural issues in his electoral district. Ariana Scipio provides the details.
Assemblyman Niall George is the area representative of the electoral district of Plymouth Blackrock and serves as the Assistant Secretary for the Division of Settlements, Public Utilities and Rural Development. While sharing some details about his life growing up in Plymouth, George stated that the areas he wants to focus on as a politician are education and training, which led him to talk about the Plymouth Academy of Opportunities.
It started out as a community initiative but the support and the response and interest was so overwhelming that it pretty much took off, And one of the things that pleases me about this initiative is that it's not political.
He highlighted that at the opening of the academy, there were non-political individuals as well as representatives from different administrations in the past. The event was made as neutral as possible. George said that as an assemblyman, this is an initiative he is most proud of. He would like for this initiative to be accessible to Tobagonians who need help in the area of education.
There would have been many reasons why some of them weren't able to achieve what they would have liked to achieve. Some might have been pregnancy in school. Some people learn faster than others. So it's not that you are a failure. It's just that you would take some more time and may need more care and attention than others.
He also pointed out that young people will now be able to access education and training free of charge, urging individuals not to waste this opportunity. Additionally, the topic of infrastructural issues was raised. George specifically addressed some of the infrastructural challenges that affect the community of Orange Hill.
We have especially the areas like the Orange Hill Road, which we kept a meeting there and we invited the Secretary for Infrastructure. And he was shocked as to the number of persons that turned out. And that goes to say that with proper infrastructure, these areas could become developed.
He went on to explain the positive effects of having proper infrastructure, such as attracting incoming residents and businesses. He further elaborated on the dire situation in Orange Hill, stating that there are individuals who wish to utilize their land but are hindered by poor roads, particularly in transporting materials. George declared that, in his role as an assemblyman, he will continue to advocate for necessary improvements in his communities. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
Assistant Secretary in the Division of Health, Wellness and Social Protection, DHWSP, Assemblyman Sonny Craig, is attending the first ever International Men's Day IMD Regional Conference 2023 in Grenada. The conference, scheduled from November 15th to 19th, focuses on the theme Men Matter, Embrace, Empower, Elevate for Positive Transformation. Recognized globally since 1999, IMD aims to address challenges faced by men, provide support, and celebrate their contributions. The conference fosters regional collaboration and features an award component recognizing men who positively impact the Caribbean. Craig emphasizes the importance of balanced and focused men in building better societies. Stay, more news and the weather forecast after the break.
You know, who would I ever believe, Jessica could take care of a child,
I know, right? I'm a kinship foster parent to my nephew Malik.
Papa, you remind me of my grandmother, when she used to take care of my cousins.
If I didn't step in, I don't know where he would have ended up. Plus, I get support from Children's Authority, training, and counseling.
But Jessica, you're not married?
That doesn't matter. Once you have a safe home and you're related to the child, you're good.
So they just gave money to do this?
Yeah, they do give me some money.
So, Auntie, you can buy alarm I gave you for me?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Malik, but that money's to take care of you. Okay, smubble up is.
I went and try. Mommy, you can buy alarm.
No.
Wait, I didn't even finish my sentence.
About Lamborghini, you could get lamb stew for lunch.
Auntie Jessica could only come when you come in, because all them does do is talk people business.
Malakai, I'm only going on the bed.
But mommy, the boy don't even live here.
Yeah, go to your bunkers.
What? Bunkers? Where's that?
I think I'm getting pretty good at this.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
The Division of Settlements, Public Utilities and Rural Development has relocated its Crown Point office to Glen Road in Scarborough to better serve you, our clients. Our main office is located at the corner of Glen Road and Glen Road Branch Number 1, the building formerly occupied by Coastal. Our grant and electrical inspectorate services can be accessed at Number 2 Montessori Drive in Glen Road, Building 1 and 2.
Hey, hello guys, welcome. Come have a seat.
Oh, this is so stylish and I love the fabric. Darlings, you must tell us where you got your new furnishings.
We got them locally at Standard. They've got new chic European furniture, crafted from high quality material.
Oh, Standard?
No, it's standard. Their brand new Hive collection.
Experience luxurious European furniture at a price you will love. The Hive Collection, now exclusively available at Standard.
Thanks for staying with us. Caribbean Airlines CEO Gavin Madeira expresses confidence in the airline's return to profitability for the financial year 2023. Madeira highlights the operating profit achieved in 2018 and 2019 after 7 years, followed by a $109 million loss in 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. He anticipates announcing another operating profit in 2023. Speaking at an international finance and accounting conference, Madeira reflects on the impact of COVID-19, praising the airline's resilience. He acknowledges government support during the pandemic and credits Caribbean Airlines' ability to demonstrate resilience, strategic planning, and recovery opportunities for the continued backing. In 2020, CAL experienced a 90% decrease in passenger flights and a 71% decrease in passenger numbers. Although Trinidad and Tobago is thousands of miles away from the conflict between Israel and Palestine, the harrowing images have inspired one individual to assist the victims. Smart Technologies aims to provide green energy solutions to Palestinians who are being denied access to electricity. Candice Jackson has more details in this report.
It's difficult to comprehend from a Caribbean perspective the daily challenges faced by victims of the ongoing unrest between Israel and Palestine. Images from international news outlets offer a glimpse, albeit minuscule, compared to the actual reality. Nonetheless, it has been enough to inspire the founder of Smart Technologies, Ian Smart, to provide assistance.
By providing the Palestinian people with portable solar energy generators to help alleviate the situation with the Israeli power cuts.
From Smart's perspective, he believes that the injustice is being committed against Palestinian citizens by denying them access to electricity.
And we believe that electricity, clean electricity should be a right for every human being. And when people's electricity is cut off, I think that's a violation of international law.
He wants to do what he can to bring relief to the suffering of the innocent people caught up in the unrest.
I believe that the Palestinian people are being taken advantage of and they are the victims. Bombing of hospitals, bombing of ambulances, controlling their water, their electricity, their fuel, their farmland, their fishing rights.
Smart said he is working with the Muslim community to explore ways in which they can get the equipment over to Palestinians in need. However, finding a solution has not been easy, as access to the country is difficult. In the meantime, he is calling for peace.
Give Palestinian people their freedom. Cease fire, end all military campaigns, end the blockade and start a peace process with the Palestinians.
The Israel-Palestine conflict involves deep-rooted historical, religious, and territorial disputes. The ongoing conflict has seen cycles of violence, with both sides experiencing significant human and economic losses. The issues revolve around competing claims to the same land, with peace efforts facing numerous challenges. International mediation continues amid complex geopolitical dynamics. Candace Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Well, it has been a rainy day, but let's see what the TNT Met Office says is in store. Tonight, mostly fair conditions are expected despite a few lingering showers, with a low 20% chance of an isolated thunderstorm, mainly after midnight. Temperatures are anticipated to fall to 25 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow, a few showery intervals, particularly during the morning, will interrupt an otherwise generally sunny and windy day. There remains a low 20% chance of an isolated thunderstorm, mainly during the early morning. Overnight conditions will be fair and slightly hazy. Temperatures will rise to 32 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 36 degrees. Seas are expected to be moderate and occasionally choppy, with waves up to 2.5 meters in open waters and less than 1.5 meters in sheltered areas. Sunrise is at 5:59 a.m. and the sunset is at 5:35 p.m. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Recapping the headlines. Minority Leader claims Tourism Secretary was aware of transportation issues long before the first arrival of cruise ships. Chief Secretary to announce reprioritized budget soon. And Assemblyman Joel Sampson explains how Crown Point's submersible pumps alleviates flooding. I am Kristen Solandi. Have a good night.